Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
A number of human rights organisations are furious after a court in France dropped rape charges against a 28-year-old man who had sex with an 11-year-old girl. Attorneys argued that the girl consented to intimate relations with the man. RT Charlotte Dubensky reports.
There's been anger and shock in France after it emerged that a court ruled that an 11-year-old girl consented to having sex with a 28-year-old man. The girl was lured from a Paris park by the man to his home. She was told that he would teach her how to kiss. Instead, he had sex with a child who was younger than the age of consent of almost every country in the world.
She thought it was too late, that she didn't have the right to protest, that it wouldn't make any difference, so she went into autopilot, without emotion and without reaction.
While the age of consent is 15 in France, the law is grey when it comes to sexual offences that are committed against a minor without violence, constraint, threat or surprise. Now, these acts can be punished with a 5-year sentence and a fine of €75,000. But it's more important what the law doesn't specifically mention concerning rape charges.
How could anyone even imagine, someone who might be a parent himself, that an 11-year-old child could give consent for a sexual act with a man of 28 years? The age difference is enormous. They are almost incapable of sexual relations at this age, so this is an act of rape. How could an 11-year-old child who has just left school, who might be scared, who might be too afraid to speak, how could she say no? This is unimaginable.
The charity is also concerned about the impact this case will have had on the child.
We don't know, and this is also one of our goals, how she is, and that's another problem, to see how this child will be taken care of psychologically, especially in light of the media coverage, and how she will be protected.
La Voix de l'Enfant is now calling for the law to be clarified so that a child under the age of 15 cannot give consent. It says that is the only way to completely protect a child from sexual predators and bring France in line with a law that's already in place in almost every other country in the world.
Cop busted with hundreds of pics of child rape, gets no jail, walks out of court. Citizens were outraged after a former cop who was caught with horrifying images of abused children was given a suspended sentence and walked free. By the Free Thought Project, January 10, 2018. A former cop who was caught with 1,500 indecent images of children including pictures of rape, has been given a suspended sentence. Darren Wright, 38, blamed his 2 bouts of cancer as the reason for his crime. Wright's home in Southport, where he lives with his parents, was raided on June 9. Legal representatives of the former officer told the Liverpool Crown Court that he had suffered with mental health issues after twice battling leukemia. Prosecutor Robert Jones told the court the accused had asked for his phone back from police ostensibly in order to retain the details of medical appointments, though Jones questioned Wright's motives. The defendant said he was anxious to retain some medical appointments from his mobile phone, Jones said. Police said there was no difficulty in him doing that, provided it was under supervision. The defendant appeared to be acting rather furtively with his iPhone. In fact, what he was trying to do was delete some chat conversations. Those chat conversations were nothing to do with indecent images, but the police did not know that at the time. Advertisement. Police seized Wright's phone, his laptop hard drive, and a USB stick. They found 23 Category A images, the most serious category, which involved images of child rape. There were a further 26 Category B photos and another 1,368 Category C indecent images. As a result, he was fired by Merseyside Police's Professional Standards Department after a formal misconduct hearing. Wright did not attend the hearing. "We simply cannot afford to have police officers and support staff working for us who do not strive to uphold the highest levels of professionalism and integrity at all times," said Detective Chief Superintendent Karen Cummings. Read more: cops assault, taser wrong man, laugh about framing him, someone drop the dope in here. Defense lawyer James Hamilton told the court that Wright's double cancer diagnosis had a significant impact upon the reason why he offended. "He is a man who has suffered 2 bouts of serious ill health, the consequences of which will live with him for the rest of his life," Hamilton said. "He has also suffered the loss of the career that he loved deeply. That was something that was taken from him in many ways by his ill health. He has already, in my respectful submission, suffered significant punishment," he added. Judge Dennis Watson QC sentenced the former police officer to 6 months in prison, suspended for 2 years, and a 35-day rehabilitation activity. Wright was also told to sign the sex offenders register and to adhere to a sexual harm prevention order for 7 years. An FOI request has revealed that nearly half of sexual predators who were found guilty of grooming a child online prior trying to meet them for sex are let off jail by lenient judges. Over the last 3 years, 88 pedophiles, or 49% of them, were spared an immediate jail term. According to Mail Online, 91 went straight behind bars. Pedophile hunter group Dark Justice said every child groomer should be imprisoned. These lenient sentences are simply not a deterrent. When pedophiles see that there is just a 50-50 chance of going to prison after being caught, they think it is worth taking the risk, they told Mail Online. These sick people found guilty of grooming intended to rape their child victim, and were more than happy to destroy their lives. They need to be rehabilitated, and the best place to do that is behind bars. People who commit benefit fraud or deal cannabis get years in prison, but if someone wants to rape a child, they tell the judge they're a good guy and have had a hard life, so get let off.
County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too, because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, And that was every month. Oh my God. Yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.